Hello and welcome back to Siberia. We are at the resort once again in the middle of a blizzard. And we are going to be looking for Dana. We heard there might be an instance of her being here. So we've come to check it out.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm.
It's holding up. Maybe her and Leon might be here also. So let's go check it out.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Maybe you should.
I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
It's not going to let me pick it up just yet, so. Okay. Moving right along.
No one here? It's not that late. I'd have thought Demoiselle Lenny would still be up.
I believe that old people retire early, don't they?
Probably, Oscar. Oh, but there's someone down here. Let's check out some of this stuff first, though.
Lenny's left her lookout post. Really surprising.
Yep, she has. She's not going to stay out in the blizzard. See if this thing still works. Oh, remove the cap. Of course, I always forget. I forgot the first time that we did this. Gotta pull that thing down. All the way down. There we go. Don't know what we're going to be able to see, but maybe something. This is the Madonna laces that don't seem to be too impressive at the moment. Okay, skip that one. Devil's Peak. Let's look at that one. All right.
I'm not going to get a decent photo in this weather.
Okay, can't take pictures. Probably don't need to anymore. Probably don't need to do any of this. I'm just being curious. The Devil's Pass.
So that's where the avalanche happened that's supposed to have buried Leon during the war.
All right.
Probably during the Operation U. I'm not going to get a decent photo in this weather.
Hell's Gate.
That's where the bodies were found.
Okay. Well, that didn't accomplish a whole lot, but it satisfied my curiosity. Let's go see what this man has to say.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Vaghen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if
she knew the departed.
What?
Yeah.
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on.
Yep, because Kate does everything.
I need to check something in the tent anyway.
And she's got to check those frozen bodies that they don't get damaged by the freezing weather. And I guess even more frozen? Okay, we're not going to go down. We need to fix this generator. Let's take a look at it. What do we have?
must be something missing here.
Something that we need there. Oh, and this is going to be gas, isn't it?
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't
Yep.
you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes!
Oh, well,
Thanks,
thank
Oscar!
you, Oscar. You are so smart. Thank you. And now we can pick it up, but boy, it must be heavy. Look at her struggle. I'm trying to make her run, but she won't because that can's just too heavy, being so full of gas. That sound, I don't know if it's the wind or if it's an animal howling or maybe it's the music, but wow, that was an eerie sound. Okay, here we go. Let's unscrew the lid. And now pour in the fuel. Way to go, Kate, with your frozen hands. In this kind of cold, blizzardy weather, and your hands are bare. What are you thinking, girl? Surprised the tip of her nose isn't bright red also.
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator.
Okay. Back here. This button.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Speak to me,
'Cause
Oscar.
we're missing
This
what was
button
up front.
must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Oscar.
And I bet the starter is inside here, which is apparently locked. So off we go in search of a key. But the key's not going to be down there because we need lights to see down there. We can't go that way. There we go. Hello there?
That bloody storm.
Yes, that bloody storm.
They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed.
Yep. Oh, there's something in her chair. Let's check this out. Oh, a key. All right. Oh, it looks like a Vorarlberg key, but it needs
Looks like
to be
I
opened
can
up.
change its shape.
So a type of a Vorarlberg key, maybe.
Photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Betrayal. I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girls built a veritable shrine to him. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone.
And
Maybe another one of those cigars.
the cigars. Looks like 3 people had tea. 2 had a dessert or something.
There's something
One was
truly
smoking
odd going on with
cigars.
Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the body. Look, Oscar! A distant cousin!
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
Oh, Oscar, you have no sense of humor. Okay, what's over here? I bet that's to go upstairs, and we're probably not ready to go upstairs just yet. Okay. Is it out here somewhere? I don't think it is, but let's just give a little look-see. Wonder if this key will work on there. Maybe that's why it's all folded up. We'll give it a try.
Of course. Must have got it wrong.
Nope, okay, so there's another key to find.
Look,
Somewhere.
Oscar! The bodies must be over there!
It's too dark, Kate Walker. We should find a way to light up the tent.
Okay, back inside. Maybe. There we go. See if I can find a key.
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to
Okay,
find the
so-
frozen bodies.
It's not upstairs. Where haven't we looked? It won't let me over by the piano. We've looked at this table. I think we looked at everything. Oh, wait. Right here. Oh, jeez, I can't believe I missed that.
Too small for a door.
Yep, that's the one. That's gotta be it. Okay, let's take this key over here. And this has gotta be it. There we go. Twisty, twisty. And inside here is... oh, a crank. That'll start up the generator. We shall crank it up.
Must be to crank up the generator.
Yep.
Ugh, dry biscuits.
Ugh.
Wonder how long they've been there.
And hardtack that, I guess, Leon must have liked a lot. He even named the Guran hardtack. Okay, let's see. Around here to the front. Right there. Put it in. Come on. Okay, let's crank it up. All right, we have lights. Now we can go down and check out the bodies.
Forensics Institute of Vaghen.
Okay.
That's not Dana in this body bag.
White man, brown hair, about 50 years of age. Reason to believe that he is Harold Exner. Exner was exfiltrated by Leon Cobatus. All right. This is probably Leon. White man, around 30, fair hair, body in an exceptional state of preservation after being trapped in ice for many decades. Probably died in an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Everything indicates that this is the body of alpinist and resistance fighter Leon Cobatus. So there he is.
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe
Just
he's
like
been dead
that,
for
Kate.
over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time.
It is. Who is this?
An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s.
So not Dana.
That can't be Dana.
No, she had dark hair. White female, blonde hair with blue eyes, between 40 and 50 years of age. Due to lack of evidence, her identity is impossible to determine with certitude. However, given the presumed identity of the two other bodies found in the ice, there is every reason to believe that this person participated in the resistance operation that was probably swept away by the avalanche.
That's it, Oscar.
Okay.
Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. What a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right.
Yeah.
We should go and check on... Looks like the
Until we see
rescuers
what
left in
this
a
is.
hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard.
Surprised by a blizzard that was predicted, that they had posters up about, that they warned everybody about, but okay, they were surprised. Okay, in where it's nice and warm now. So now we've got to find Lenny so we can talk to her. Oh wait, who's that?
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar.
Oscar's always so afraid. Where'd he go?
Sir? Are you there?
Boy, he disappeared quickly. Oh, okay, let's turn up the light. Maybe we can see him there. Oh, wait.
What have we got here?
Pictures. The meeting. Brothers and sisters in arms. The journey.
This
Oh.
portrait, it looks like Leon.
Yeah, it looks exactly.
Style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described
somebody
in his
behind
letter
you,
from
Dana.
Baltayar. The one made by the...
Dana.
Is that the Gurun? All dressed up and civilized, glasses and
The
everything.
Gorun.
No, not Dana. She's old, like me.
So he learned to speak and everything. Wow.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Ludwig Hardtack.
Interesting name, Ludwig Hardtack.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Oh, and he smokes the cigars? Boy, they really civilized him, didn't they?
Leon. My brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they?
Let's see. Let's do encounter with Dana.
Is that when you met Dana?
No.
Your parents?
That little figure there. That's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there, are they your parents?
Okay, rescued
like
by
a river.
Leon.
And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
Which one?
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
That group. Is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar? Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vaghen to join the resistance fighters?
Interesting. Let's see. Let's start with Dana.
Had Dana already joined the resistance operation by that time? I mean, by the time shown in the drawing.
No. Later.
Okay, let's try Lenny.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny. My sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you.
She never
She
even
even went
mentioned
as
he was
far
around.
as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
Okay, let's go. We have a few questions to ask Lenny anyway.
The sketchbook. I think it was Leon's.
Okay. A lot of nice sketches in it. Okay, off to me. Oh, wait, we gotta look around the room a little bit, don't we? Reward for information leading to the capture, dead or alive, of one Ludwig Hardtack, better known as the Mountain Murderer, wanted for murder, dead or alive. He is part of the worst band of rogues Vaghen has ever known. Wow, they almost make him look human there.
The symbol looks like a warning.
Looks like it's saying stop.
Some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Goran searched for Leon's body? These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess.
Okay. This is the real enemy. And the super resistance does not exist. Alright. Oh, what's this?
Detonating wire.
Spool of
Just
wire?
like in the old movies.
Alright.
So much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. There are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Lenny now.
Yep.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually.
She knew there was more to the
Judging
story.
by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
What are you trying to hide?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the Gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose.
Vaghen Mountains Silver Spiegel Refuge, the summer of 1944. Okay, so we're back in time again.
Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms.
You saw something.
So, I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky. Literally.
Oh, that's what he saw. He could tell it was her from that far away. Maybe.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? the exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
Okay. Where is she? Whoops. There she is, holding a gun to her lover's head. Dana, really? Oh, yeah. Shock and surprise. Poor Lenny. She thought she had Leon to herself.
You should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya. Who knows?
So she didn't know about the child
In
either.
Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Oh, he's not there.
Right. I should call London now. I read Leon's drawing book. I
We're gonna
recognize
look
the
at this
mountains of
again.
Vaghen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings
Okay.
date from the summer we met, when I worked here.
It's very sensitive
These
when I push the...
landscapes don't look like they're from the Vaghen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition.
When I
This
push
is a drawing of the
the
Gorons.
joystick, it just flips so fast. I don't think any of those are really important, though. Except just to look at.
Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be here again with Leon.
Okay, what else is around here?
One of Leon's
Painting?
paintings. He did one of me posing on the terrace that summer when we met. He even gave me the painting so I would think of him when he was in Baltayar. I expect it got destroyed by the Brown Shadow when they pillaged Papa's gallery.
No. Kate has it. Is that everything in here? Okay, talk to your allies before we're doing the radio, and then we've got to do the radio. Okay. So let's go find our allies.
Lenny's old room. I should stay away.
Down here.
Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with.
What are you up to,
May I?
Ludwig Hardtack? Okay, let's see what we
Lenny and the
have.
Goran seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge. True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one. The Goran described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herberger. Your drawings are beautiful.
For you, Dana Roze.
Aww.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
Did he speak about me?
All the time.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig. Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Goran must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us.
Must have. That's interesting. Okay, let's see who's out here that we need to speak to.
Have you called London yet? We'll talk later, Dana.
Okay, Leon doesn't want to talk to me, so I'll talk to Lenny,
Lenny!
who I suspect is angry with me. Oh, don't shoot me,
What do
Lenny.
you want?
It's amazing how you've grown. How have you been since last time?
Fine, I guess.
She doesn't seem to be very
I
talkative.
found out that the refuge was closed down by the Brown Shadow a few years ago. Turns out your network did the best of it. But what about Herr Gustav? Is he...
Dead? No, he's not dead. Although, for me, he might just as well be.
Angry with her father. Maybe because he's not fighting with them? He ran off
It's
instead?
quite incredible when I think of you and Leon fighting alongside someone who comes from so far away.
Yeah. After Leon saved him during the expedition in Baltayar, Mr. Ludwig's tribe took him in during the winter months. They became inseparable, like brothers. So much so that Mr. Ludwig insisted on coming back here with Leon. Now he's our most ferocious fighter, the terror of the Brown Shadow.
See you later, Lenny.
Okay, Lenny. You're just not being too friendly. Alright, so I guess now we've talked to everybody?
Have you called London yet?
No. Oh, let's talk to this guy over here.
Is everything all right, Herr Exner? You seem a little upset. If it's about your exfiltration tomorrow, I can assure you there's nothing to be worried about. Leon is the best for...
I couldn't care less about tomorrow.
So what is it then?
It's my wife, Andrea. It's like I said to your goons there. I can't leave without her.
Your wife? I'm sorry, Herr Exner, but we have no orders regarding...
I don't care about your orders. I'm not leaving without Andrea. Do you hear me? I won't.
Do you have a choice? That's what I wonder.
You think I'm a bastard, don't you? A selfish bastard ready to risk people's lives to recover the woman he loves. That's what you all think, isn't it?
No,
You're
I
just
think you're afraid, that's all. Afraid for you and the woman you love. And fear doesn't usually bring out the best in people.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I expect no pity in return. But would a little understanding be too much to ask? I mean, what would you do in my shoes? What would you do if they asked you to abandon that alpinist you seem to be so fond of for the common good, eh? Because that's what you're asking me to do with Andrea.
You know? Yeah, I would probably do the same thing.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I suppose if I were in your shoes, I would pull out all the stops to protect those who are dear to me.
I see. Thank you, Fraulein.
Well, there you go.
Well, everyone seems all right, more or less. I should get back to the radio now.
Okay, back to the radio. Get this thing figured out. What's this over here?
If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate.
Another terrorist sabotage perpetrated by the something.
Looks like the Goron must be a nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London.
What is this?
We'll need to cross Devil's Pass with the package in order to reach Switzerland. They say it's not the most daunting pass, but still, you need to be escorted by a professional alpinist.
Like
Harold
Leon.
Exner, a scientist with vital information for the war effort, according to the Foreign Office. His cover has recently been blown, which has led to this operation. Better not say anything during the briefing, but apparently, Exner has a reputation for being rather hot-headed. The refuge, the place where it all began between me and Leon.
Okay. And here is the radio. What do we need to do here?
There must be something I can use as an antenna somewhere in this refuge.
Oh, an antenna. We need to find an antenna. In the pockets? That'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Empty.
Yep. Oh, we'll check anyway. Oh, there's something in here. Okay. Okay, so we got to decipher that code using an appendix. Put it in the receiver, listen to the answer we get, and then put that in the sender. Okay. This is the appendix. And this is Morse code. But first, we need to find an antenna. So where do you think there's an antenna? Must be upstairs. What's over here? What's this? A letter. Made it back from Vaghen despite the brown shadows tightening of the curfew. The hottest part was telling France's parents their son had been killed in the last operation. The father was especially cut up when I told him he couldn't recover his son's body. I tried to explain that hardtack buries all our fallen in the hardened snow, eternal snow, like in a frozen cemetery, so they become at one with the mountains and rest in peace beside the fallen brothers in arms, where there's no risk of the brown shadow ever finding them and desecrating their graves. Anyway, even though they knew Franz knew of the risks, it didn't make it any easier for them to accept his death. I tried to reason with the father, and he finally resigned himself to just asking for Franz's effects. I don't see why we would refuse, but I've never been asked this before, so what do you think? Do you think Leon would mind? Okay. I don't see why Leon would mind. What's this over here? Wait a minute. Come back, let me look at you.
Leon's men must have settled down in the dormitories.
Oh, okay. Do we go on up to the attic? Oh. Something with that bed? With the chest?
Yunta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio
signal.
signal.
Hiding place. Oh, there you go, on the radio.
Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer.
This antenna looks like one of Herr Gustav's inventions.
Okay.
Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it.
Oh, look at this.
There must be something else I can plug into it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here they come. Okay, now we can plug it in.
There must be something else I can plug into it.
Now you're going to plug it into the radio. Oh, can we get in the chest?
So Yunta never did come back to retrieve it? Not surprising, really, I suppose, given the fact that World War broke out.
Okay, what else is up here?
What a mess. Herr Gustav must have turned Yunta's dark room into a storeroom after she left.
And a bunch of food and rations. Okay, let's go use this antenna on the radio. Down and down. All right. Right in here.
That should boost the signal. Perfect.
Okay. Pull this up, maybe? Yep. Oh, the whole thing comes up, okay. Now, what do we do? Do we twist that? It's not that thing.
Better try another one.
This one? Oh, it goes like, okay, like this. Okay. Come on. Alright. Oh, now we... Okay, and then we open it up and it looks like one of those space dish things. Alright, that makes sense. And we turn it on. Okay. Okay, now we've got to decipher this signal. Okay, I bet the 2 are dashes and the 1s are dots. So it's dash, dot, 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 dash, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot. Okay, so the first one is a B, dash, dot, 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 2, 1, 1, 1. And then an A, dot, dash. And then a R, and then an N, barn. Okay, let's put that in.
This part of the radio is used to receive messages.
Turn it on. Oh, the light didn't light up. Let's set this at 6.9, which I think that is.
This part of the radio is used to transmit messages.
Okay. Let's turn this one on. There we go. Oh, we're getting a response already. Okay, I gotta wait till it gets to the beginning of that. Because we came in the middle. Okay, here we go. Short, long, long, short. Have to do it a letter at a time. Short, long, long, short. That would be a P. And there's only one on here with a P, and that is peak. So it needs to be 8.4. Come on. Which I think is right there. Let's give it a try and see. Okay. That must have been it.
London, come in. London, do you read me? Over. We've made contact. Package safe and sound. I repeat, we've made contact. Package...
Out of the question! I'm not moving from here without her!
London, please wait a moment. Over. What's going on?
You tell London I'm not leaving without my wife.
Herr Exner, listen,
No, you listen. Andrea is my closest collaborator. With regard to the Allied war effort, she is just as important as me. She is in Vaghen as I speak, hiding at some friend's place under a false identity. You must bring her here and smuggle her into Switzerland with me.
There's no way we're going back to Vaghen. Brown Shadow troops have overrun the entire town. We can't risk delaying our departure.
A storm coming. Danger.
I'm not moving from here without her.
You know, I didn't know
London,
he had
did you
that
hear
much
that?
control over it. Let's see what London says.
Roger that. Over and out. They say we can't allow Frau Exner to be captured and risk her letting the cat out of the bag.
What are you waiting for then? Send someone to fetch her.
Hang on. You're not asking me to.
Sorry, Lenny, we haven't got a choice.
Oh boy.
Ludwig can't go about in public in Vaghen, and I have to prepare everything to get them through Devil's Pass tomorrow. You're the only one I trust enough to...
Why can't she go?
Because I love her. Let's see. I'm going to say not my orders.
I understand you're angry, Lenny, but that's not in my orders. My mission consists of protecting Herr Exner at all cost. I can't just leave him here and go off to Vaghen.
Dana's right, Lenny. And besides, it's too dangerous.
Leon!
Oh, Leon.
All right then.
Oh boy,
I'll
that
go.
was not the right thing to say,
Lenny,
Leon.
wait!
Leon's
kind of a
reaction
leader.
and his unconditional love for Dana drove me mad with rage. So I decided to take my revenge by making a detour. It was a detour I would regret for the rest of my life.
Oh, this is not going to turn out good. Don't do it, Lenny. Don't do it. She's going to do it. Oh my gosh.
I made a deal with the devil.
She betrayed them, didn't she?
No one was supposed to have gotten hurt, I promise. I promised, Fräulein. I just didn't want Leon to leave me forever. To leave with her.
Lenny.
But it was a fool's bargain, as I should have known from the beginning.
See? She did betray them. You have to wonder what she was thinking. Yeah, shoot at the table, don't shoot at them, okay? Very good shots. Alright, guys. How are they ever going to hold up to these guys?
Brown Shadow! But how could they have...
We must leave immediately before the mountain becomes impassable!
Go through the pass in this weather? Are you mad? We have no choice, Lenny! It's that or fall into the hands of the Brown Shadow! And we both know what that means! We ought to stay, to buy Leon as much time as we can!
Leon,
She's right, Lenny! Now go! Go! Come! Dana!
No, don't make this harder than it is!
Dana!
I love you, Leon.
I love you too, Dana, more than anything in the world.
Oh, Lenny did not want to hear that.
Come on, let's go!
Lenny. Oh no. Well, she doesn't die, we
Ironic,
know
isn't
that.
it? But the worst was yet to come. Who knows how long we fought? Enough for Leon to lead the civilians to the foot of Devil's Path.
They must be ready. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is it down to just the two of them now? What are they gonna do? Here they come, they're moving in. And Ludwig is going crazy. Oh my gosh. He's gonna go fight them single-handedly? Why didn't he do that in the first place? Save everybody a bit of trouble. Wow. Oh wow, he did it too. Oh my gosh. He really did it all by himself. He should have done that. Oh no no no. Oh my gosh, that's what causes the avalanche, isn't it? Ludwig, that was not a smart move. I guess he is mostly animal though, or something. I guess he's supposed to be like the missing link, but still. Uh-oh, see? Oh boy, she knows. Lenny, you really did it this time. Vaghen Mountain, Silver Spiegel Refuge, Autumn 2005. We come back to the present.
Ludwig has been searching for Leon's remains since then. But it took the thaw due to global warming to uncover the bodies. And with them, my crime. Precisely when you decided to show up, Fraulein.
Well, technically not the crime. You're confessing the crime. They still would have never known.
Dear Ludwig, can you ever...
Oh no.
Mr. Ludwig,
Well,
please.
Ludwig
Don't,
is mad
Fraulein.
about it.
I deserve this. Let's get this over with, Fraulein. Let me tell you about the last time I ever saw Dana. And then I'll be done.
So she saw Dana
Okay.
again?
I'm listening.
It was a year after Leon died, just after the liberation of Vaghen.
Vaghen Musician District, Spring 1945. Okay, so it looks like the war is over, or just about over. Look at the mess they made of Vaghen. Wow. And what, the music academy has become a hospital? Well, it's a year later, so I don't know. Talk to old acquaintances before you go to the infirmary and then visit Lenny. Okay. I suppose you're one of them.
The little Vaghen scourge.
Yeah.
Still clinging on like fleas on a rat, I see. Oh, I was so disappointed I didn't bump into you when we sacked your parents' house.
What a jerk.
Before we threw them in the Dombra River.
You'll
I
burn
just
in
wanted
hell.
you to know I'll be thinking of you when you swing from a rope.
Mm-hmm. Can't even look her in the eye. What a jerk.
Run, rabbits! Run! 'Cause we'll soon be back to finish off scum like you!
Okay. What's this? The Vaghen Stimmy? Vaghen Patriots smash Brown Shadow and hoist Ostertal flag over the city. Ostertal Patriots rebelled against the Brown Shadow. So it looks like they won the war, basically. One Soviet major took the stage among the automatons of the square. He said this great day of liberation would not have happened without the continued war effort of so many, and notably of one Soviet factory in the industrial city of Komkosgrad. That would be the Vorarlbergs, wouldn't it? So Hans was even involved in this, or Hans's father, maybe. Wow. Okay, what is this? A line of people doing something? Big bulletin board over here.
Since the liberation, everyone in Vaghen seems to be looking for someone.
Oh, so that's what the line of people is. They're trying to find someone. I guess we weren't done looking around.
Goodness me, it's you, Dana.
Oh, that's
Hey,
Lenny's
Gustav?
father.
I wish it was
Isn't it?
still a music academy, okay? I'm at HQ now, you know.
Yes,
I just visited Lenny.
that's why I've come too. I wanted to see her before I leave. How is she?
Surviving, I suppose. The Allies are taking care of her here in the infirmary. Thank goodness. Special treatment for her exploits in the Resistance. But it's unlikely she'll ever walk again, though.
Okay. that's
I'm
how
so
she ended
sorry
up in
for
a
what happened
wheelchair.
to her. I let Leon die alone, and I couldn't even help Lenny when she got hit during the assault on the refuge.
I thought it was just because she was
lovely.
old,
I do.
but no, it
But
was an injury.
Don't blame yourself, eh? Regrets, we all have a few, and some more than others. Especially in times of war, Dana. It's the way of the world. We just have to move on best we can. Maybe if we could all just let the water flow under the bridge, the swans will come back and we'll all be able to live together again, like we used to.
Would be good, if it's at all possible. And Lenny?
I promise to take good care of her for the rest of my life. I lost my little girl once. I'm not losing her again. I'll take up my job at the refuge, and I'll adapt it to her handicap. See?
Okay.
That's nice.
Is everything okay, Dana?
We're not going to let him get away with it. Where were you
during the occupation? Lenny never mentioned it.
If you want to know, I was cleared by the military court, Dana.
Okay, so he was a deserter, but they didn't charge him with it, basically.
Heroin. But all the same, I was cleared of any wrongdoing, you see.
Oh, I see. I see very well, Herr Gustav. You have a good day now.
Sorry, Herr Gustav. We all live with consequences. Who is this? Oh, this is that scientist, isn't it?
Herr Sauer?
Oh, Fräulein Dana.
What are you doing here?
Well, unlike my former colleagues of the Origin expedition, I refused to be hired by the Allies. So, by the same chalk, I turned down immunity.
Why would you do that?
Well, all I've ever wanted to do in life is to carry out my anthropological research. But if there's one thing I learned in Baltea, it's that it can't be done by serving the designs of this or that superpower, not even momentarily. I've had enough of prostituting science. So, I've given myself up to be judged for accepting to be financed by the Brown Shadow.
I see.
I'm sorry about Leon, Fräulein Dana.
I'm not sure if being financed by the Brown Shadow is such a big
I
crime.
used to talk about you all the time.
Really?
I'm sorry. I was rather harsh toward him last time we met. He was a good man. I miss him. His integrity.
I miss him too.
Thanks for everything.
Herr Sauer?
Yes, Fräulein Dana?
Thank you for passing Leon's letter on to me about what happened in Baltea like you promised you would, despite your own grief. It's proof that you're a man of honor. I wish you well now.
Well, we gotta leave on a good foot with somebody.
That's it. I'm definitely done with everybody here. I should go and talk to Lenny in the infirmary now.
Okay. But Dana doesn't know what Lenny did. I wonder if she ever found... No, she probably didn't, because Lenny said she never talked about it again. To anybody. Say goodbye and leave. We have nothing else to do here, I guess.
Hello, Lenny.
Must be a long recuperation.
I have to leave, Lenny. Every new day in Vaghen is like another agony for me since Leon died. I can't face being here anymore. Not now that the town is freed. So, I've decided to leave for America. I'm going to try to start life over. I don't know if I'll do any better in the United States, but I'll have more of a chance of getting by there than here. I'm not abandoning you, Lenny. Ludwig's staying to help you find Leon's body in the mountain. And I'll write to you, often. I won't forget you.
You know, Dan is just
I'm
too
so
nice.
sorry.
I mean, Lenny hasn't always been nice to her, and yet she stays loyal and true to Lenny through it all. Wonder what she would do
So
if she
Dana,
knew the truth.
She never knew what you did?
Indeed.
Nope, she never knew. Vaghen Mountains, Silver Spiegel Refuge, autumn 2005. So we're coming back to the present.
So did she write to you like she promised? From the United States?
Yes, she did. For the next 40 years.
She's still alive then?
Can't say for sure, but there's a good chance.
Can you explain?
No, I've had enough of explaining to myself. All I want now is to find some peace, far away from guilt and loneliness. I'm going to rest now.
Oh, let's be nice. We can be nice.
It's not too late to forgive yourself.
Wouldn't know how, even if I wanted to.
You won't know until you try.
No.
Thank you, Fräulein. You'll find the last letter I received from Dana in my automaton. It will give you the answers you're looking for.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think we will tackle that automaton in the next video, and we'll find all the answers we've been looking for. This one's gone on long enough. I hope you're enjoying. Leave a like if you are. Consider subscribing, and I will see you back in Siberia in the next video. Bye-bye for now.